Welcome back, you guys. After a couple weeks, thanks to class. But last we left off, we had a great time fighting a beholder with no casualties. Yeah, you guys continued through the dungeon and ended up falling into the lair of Varahax himself, who turned out to be a beholder. You slaughtered the kobolds that lived there. No survivors, as far as you know. After that, after everyone made their way safely down into the pit, Varahax emerged and almost killed several of you. But you were able to defeat him, and in so defeating him, you were able to get that sweet loot, including a couple of potions that you figured out what one of them does, but don't know what the other one does. Your new friend Valk, she was able to get the ruin stone she had been sent here to retrieve. And that's where we are picking up. What do you guys want to do?
Libby's recharging her proverbial crystals. She's taking a fucking break. For however long they kind of sit around, she's just gonna like zen out. She's got the fidget necklace in her hands. She's going, muttering to herself, probably.
So are you taking a short rest or a long rest, or are you just vibing?
She's taking that short rest.
Honestly,
right. So that would be an hour.
Honestly, it's not a bad idea to take a long rest if we could manage it. We're all pretty spent.
I agree with that. Taking a long rest, especially since it's so far shown no signs of like the tower collapsing on us or perhaps activating. We've cleared out the room, especially since a lot of us got beat up pretty bad and still go on spell slots and things.
And do you think it's safe to rest here?
We could double check the ledge that I can't remember his name. The beholder was on to see if there's like any other obvious traps that would lead up that he could have triggered for the tower coming down. But otherwise, if we're nervous about being directly under the tower, we could go off to the side to where the unfortunate kobolds were for a little extra defense. And, you know, if some idiot follows us down here, we'd have some warning that they've dropped down as opposed to literally dropping onto the cuddle puddle over there.
Or we could go up into the beholder's nest and take it over. It's got a little bit more of a defensible position.
Also true.
Pretty good idea.
DM, I just noticed that at the bottom of the map, it looks like there's a tunnel leading out. Is that the case, or?
Lish already sent one of the big owls to go investigate that tunnel.
Oh, okay.
So.
I couldn't remember.
Did we get information back from the owl yet?
Depends on how long the tunnel is and where it goes, I guess.
So, last time, you're referring to the tunnel to the south, correct?
Yeah, the bottom tunnel.
It's very narrow, and the owl had a difficult time kind of squishing in there. But it seems glacial in nature from what the owl could discern.
Can it get like far down? It just keeps going down and down.
No, it seemed, for what the owl could get, it being a large creature, it is having a very tricky time squeezing in like beyond here. It just seems to be going forward.
So we can either go back up the way we know or have a surprise potentially through the escape route.
We could just put 1,000,000 bear traps down in front of the hole and be fine.
Everyone's gonna immediately go and start doing that. He doesn't need any more justification.
All right, mark down where you're putting the bear traps.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna use all of them because he has so many. Let's put down like maybe 3. This is the bottom tunnel, right? That's the only thing we have to. Okay. Yeah. Then I think he'll put one down here, and yeah. Okay. One like over here, maybe. I think I'll put down 3.
All right.
Like that. Let me mark down that I am down 3 of them.
One day we will actually catch a bear in the bear trap and it will be glorious.
It's just Tobias.
Tobias does to make Aaron feel better.
Just like one big shadow.
Alternatively, we forget to pick them up one day. Tobias steps in and he's just like, Aaron, what the fuck?
I feel like it's gonna be more of a pity bear trap where Tobias is
It'll absolutely
like,
be more of a pity bear
no,
trap, but the other one's still fun to think about.
Oh no, my leg. What sort of big strong hunter trapped me?
Yeah, actually,
Handsome,
no, Step Hunter.
strange Aasimar hunter. Trapped
yeah,
me
actually,
here.
getting one of your legs ruined by the wild roses is hereditary.
Rite of passage.
Should Val be worried?
You know what?
No, I don't. I don't know anything.
I have no fucking clue.
Listen. If we're following
I don't
the
have
trend,
ears.
it should be Demir who does it.
Demir, do you want to borrow my bear traps?
True peace offering.
Actually, what Demir is going to do is she's going to go over to Levy and like check in on her. Like, are you doing okay?
She's gonna kind of grimace and give like a thumbs up and then come back to playing with her necklace. She's like,
okay. You got hit pretty bad there. Do you need any more healing?
she'll think for a second and then kind of shrug and shake her head like she's not really like bleeding everywhere anymore. She's not within like 2 inches of her life. She's chilling.
Okay. Demir is going to cast Mending and kind of help close up some of the tears and rips in her clothes. And how I am choosing to interpret this is that Demir kind of like summons like basically like a spectral sewing needle and it kind of stitches up.
That's really good.
Clothes for her.
Levy kind of puts her hands over where the holes were and smiles a little bit and nods at Demir like, thanks.
Falk sitting in the corner, obviously trying to do math.
Demir will. She gives Levy like a little smooch on the forehead, and then she's going to look around at the group, see that we're kind of settling in. At least that's what it seems like. And I'm going to take the magic items we found and identify them.
Okay, which ones are you identifying?
Let's see. What do we have? I believe we had a silver gray potion and a scroll. Wait. We have the broom, right? What else didn't? Okay.
There was the boots that Levy picked up. Okay. There was the broom that I believe is in Tobias's possession currently. Yeah. There's the jacket that Levy also picked up. There's the ruined stone, which you don't need to identify. There was the kind of silvery gray potion. There was the potion that Levy was able to read via comprehend languages that said potion of momentary stasis, and then there was a scroll.
Okay, so I only have a 4th spell slot left, but I don't think that identify is one of those spells that you can.
It's not one of the ones that gets boosted by higher levels.
Okay. What do you guys think? Should I do the broom, the boots, or the jacket first?
Boots.
Or the boots.
Okay. I'll do the boots then. Let's see what those guys are.
All right, so you go over to Levy's feet.
Yep. Wait, Levy, did you put on the boots?
I don't remember putting on the boots.
You put on the jacket. That's right.
I did put on the jacket though, yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to identify that jacket because you're wearing it. Like, we'll save the boots for later.
Levy just saw abjuration magic on it and figured it was good for defense and just put it on because it seemed relatively harmless.
Like as Demir is casting mending on her clothes, she's kind of looking over the jacket that Levy is wearing, like, okay, this is a magical jacket. Like, what the hell is this? I'm kind of like...
Levy's just gonna let her do whatever. Like, she's just laying there.
Yeah. You're getting the aloe grooming plus identify treatment.
Okay. So you cast identify on the jacket. This is a doublet of dramatic demise.
Oh my god.
This striking satin jacket allows you to make the most of your dying moments. When you drop to 0 hit points while wearing this doublet, you do not fall unconscious. Instead, you are incapacitated and your speed becomes 0, but you can speak and communicate. You can make death saving throws as normal, but if you roll a 1 on the d20, you swoon with a loud gasp and die instantly.
Oh,
she please keep.
I hope you never roll a 1, but sure.
Matthew Mercer.
Thank you, Mercer, for giving us such a wonderful magic item.
I don't know how to interpret this.
So you've turned into a popular play character.
Yeah,
it's what she deserves.
Yeah. Levy deserves a little extra flair in her life, you know?
Kind of be like, so if you've ever wanted to give a dying monologue in a play, I think this jacket's for you, but there are some downsides.
Like?
Like an increased possibility that you could just poof if luck goes badly for you.
I mean, I seem to be doing fine not dying so far.
True. Just, you got hit pretty hard back there. So...
She's gonna take like
certainly if you want to keep it and work on your Shakespearean monologue, I won't.
Who's Shakespeare?
Oh god, that's
yeah,
right.
Who the fuck is that?
The intimidating
something.
If you ever wanted to work on your famous playwright Spearshank style monologue, because apparently everyone dies out in super slow time in all of his plays, then you are certainly welcome to do so, but, you know, I would prefer not to hear that.
If it's any comfort, I don't think I'll be feeling particularly chatty.
Well, I leave the decision in your hands. You did find the jacket after all.
She's gonna kind of like shimmy her shoulders a little bit, like she's kind of snuggling down into it a little. She's like, it's a nice jacket. It's warm.
A bit off to the side, Hawk confusedly mumbles to himself and shakes his head. It's like, who on earth would shake a spear?
Have you not heard of the famous playwright Shank the Spearshank?
Hawk acts like that question wasn't directed at him.
These woods people. And Zamir is going to. Oh,
Can't believe this is canon now.
I mean, truth be told, he's a little verbose, and his plays tend to drag on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Critics love him. College students hate him.
Precisely.
Sounds like an old preacher I used to have to work under.
Hawk didn't say that, though. That was like just a Demir impression. A bad one, but an impression nonetheless.
Students hate him. Critics love him. Pretentious adults who think that they understand more than they do think that he is the greatest thing on earth.
Yet it is full of dick jokes.
Just dick jokes all the way
dick
down.
Jokes. Nothing but dick jokes.
I'd love to see just one sometime. Never been to the theater.
We'll have to go. When we get back into civilization, Demir is going to turn to Tobias this time. Just be like, we are going to go out and get ourselves some nice drinks and go dancing a little. Right?
Tobias is very clearly not paying attention. His gaze is more kind of spaced out. His attention is more focused on watching Lish with like a hawk's eye. He seems rattled and not entirely all there.
Tobias. Is Lish in my boobs?
Lish is mink Lish right now, and he went into Demir's shirt after he.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
He gave the beholder eye stalk, I think, to Levy or somebody, and.
Yes, I forgot. Lish was a mink, not a dude. In that case, Tobias will kind of just be staring off in the distance, like eyes constantly scanning.
You could be staring at my boobs, but I'm not.
Staring at the lump in Demir's clothing.
Yeah, when Dish
is that a mink in your shirt? Or you're just happy to see me.
My lumps, my lovely druid lumps.
Oh my god. No, Lish is out of sight. Then Tobias' eyes are basically just like scanning along the wall of the cave and things like that.
Demir's going to reach out and touch Toby's hand and just, Tobias.
And jumps at that, like instinctively pulls his hand away as a shudder kind of goes through him before he settles back down and turns to her.
Are you alright?
I'm not sure.
Auntie. Demir is going to like offer a hand this time. And just, are you hurt?
No, Can I hold Lish? Please?
Sure. Demir is going to reach into her shirt and try and find Mink Boy to pull him out. And just kind of give him a little rub between the ears and hand him over.
Lish is like kind of curled up in a little mink ball and like a little shaky.
Tobias,
you're just like, my boys are acting so strange. Why so dramatic?
It's obvious that Tobias's hand tremors are back in full effect when he reaches out and like gently makes Lish as if he's like made of glass. That if he touches him wrong, he's gonna break him, and just kind of like holds him close to his chest, and like bows his head down to keep it close.
Lish will like let him hold him, but probably after a while he'll try and just like wiggle and like get like around Tobias's neck or like tuck himself away a little bit.
Yeah, Tobias will let him, but he'll keep a hand on him the whole time. Have him pressed into him, make sure he doesn't vanish.
Demir just looks very confused. And she's going to like kind of sit down, so that she's between Levy, Toby, Minklish, and just kind of. I don't know what's going on with everyone, but I'm going to sit here and hopefully, if they need a hug, they'll come to me. It's kind of the vibe.
Well, all that's going on. Aaron is heading over to the little platform the beholder came out over, and seeing if he's able to retrieve any of his spears from it.
Well, you would need to
climb up there.
Roll an athletics check.
All right. That is a what bonus do I have for that? That is a 21.
21? Yeah, you kind of jump down off of the platform you're on and into the water, and it's kind of gross and slimy, and you don't really want to think about what's in this water too much. And so you start climbing up. And how many javelins did you throw up there?
I threw 3 spears, I believe. None of which did anything.
Yeah. Roll an investigation check.
All right. That's I'm going great today. That's a 19.
Yeah, you're able to find them with no problem.
Awesome. And then
the owls have dissipated at this point.
Aw, by the owls. Yeah. And then I think he's just gonna take a quick look out to make sure that no one's I don't know, eating anything that everyone's built in.
Oops, sorry.
They're only around for an hour, so.
And then he's gonna sit down and crisscross applesauce and pull out the Codex of Warning and start attuning to it.
All right. So you're going to be taking a long rest then?
Believe that's the most recent plan that Aaron's aware of.
Okay. Well, I mean, it takes a short rest to attune to something, but I don't know, you guys were talking about it before and I'm trying to confirm.
Yeah. I think we're long resting, but the attuning should be fine either way, yeah.
I believe we are taking a long rest.
All right.
It's been a day.
Who's going on watch?
Speaking of attuning, I don't know how to say this in RP terms, but because Valk will be disappearing for a while, isn't the sword staying with the party? Does anybody want to attune with it?
Here's the problem with that is the thing. It's all the people who use weapons, so Toby, Hawk, and Aaron, use weapons that aren't short swords. Or long swords, rather. And I don't know if Aaron would want to give up the axe for a long sword. Hawk and Toby are both archers. And then we've got 2 casters who can't use martial weapons, so they could probably just hold Navarra in the offhand or something. Not even use it. Just have her there for the support. And then, of course, Lish turns into an animal,
she just means that you can't have, another weapon. We could have, if Demir or Levy want her, just
to hang sometimes. Out, have a friend.
I mean, it's
'Cause-
always useful to have a sword.
A cursed sword around.
But if you're
If we
attuned, you can
need.
use it for additional healing.
Thing is,
That
because
is
it's a
true.
long sword and not another kind of simple weapon, characters without martial weapon proficiency can't use it as effectively, I don't think.
And in character, Valk would want to take it to get the curse lifted from it. So it could be used more readily without it being a commitment. But I don't want to be snagging loot from you guys and having it disappear for God knows how long.
Mm.
Lish
Especially-
doesn't want it, so
A discussion, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
I almost feel it's fine for Valk to take it because, like we mentioned, the types of weapons that we use, we wouldn't be able to use the sword very effectively, especially when it has that curse on it.
unless Aaron took some levels in fighter or something, but who
I mean,
knows if and
Aaron
when.
could use
Right,
the
but-
Aaron could use the long sword instead of an axe. It's just a question of whether he would want to.
Yeah, I don't think Aaron's gonna give up his axe.
Meanwhile,
His
Hawk
axe
over here would
fancy.
love to use it, but he literally all of his class features revolve around using a bow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tobias is capable
And
of
it is-
fighting up close, but he's
Yeah.
used to doing ranged and
Yeah, like so is Hawk.
Yeah.
I gave him some dual wielder stuff, but like
And it is
Question.
kind of a fun visual just to send a arrow off just with a curse, I've gotta say.
you wanted to say though, Avery?
Does Navarre have to be wielded for the effect to take place, or like is part of the curse that you want to use her? Because I'm like, if you could just attune to her and like keep her at your side, would you still get the benefit of like the healing and stuff? Or
Could very much do that.
okay.
You don't have
mean,
to
Levy
wield her,
doesn't
you
use-
just don't want to use other weapons.
I mean, Levy doesn't use
Oh,
weapons in
okay.
the first place, so if
Yeah,
you
exactly,
want to
so, like-
shrug it off to somebody else,
Yeah, so like
she
for
can just carry it
now,
around.
yeah, so like for now among
that
the
being
party,
said,
Yeah,
that
like-
being said, it is also hilarious to send the guest player off with the curse.
that is funny, but like
hey, thanks for
I fe-
briefly
I-
joining the Wild Roses. Have a curse.
thanks for your time, Valk. You are immensely cursed now.
That should be our trademark. We should just hold on to any cursed items just to give them to guest players.
Beautiful. But
It's like giving a baby a cursed item. It'd work. It's not exactly moral.
Ethics.
like
Who needs
yeah, everyone's got 'em. But yeah, like
Huh, what
it would
are
be-
they good for?
I think it would be a good idea to keep Navarre around because of the fact that she can help us out, like how we know she can with the actual like healing effects that she can do, even though we don't know the specifics of them yet. And like I would also be down to send Valk with the sword, but I think that healing is just too good to pass up when we've got healing word bard and whatever heals Lish can spare in the middle of combat.
I mean, we certainly could do the research to get the curse removed ourselves.
Yeah. And like for now, especially since you can just have Navarre holstered but still attuned, Demir and Levy would absolutely be the best candidates for that because they're mostly slinging spells.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Avery,
muted,
you're
Avery.
muted.
You're right. I am already doing some healing, so I could take
Just turn Demir into the healer
it.
just for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, otherwise, I am like my spell casting is the best thing. The only thing I'd be giving up is my cold iron hand axe.
Like again, I would love to have Hawk have this for the flavor of the magical object person having a magical object. Just like slowly building up a magical friend group. But right now, as he is, I don't want to take Navara as much as it pains me because that disadvantage is very crippling to what he does right now.
Well, yeah. So if we're taking a long rest, like as we're kind of sitting down, and I guess Demir will be a first watch.
I was going to say that if Toby's taking a watch, Levy was going to actually just like sit with him.
Yeah, Tobias will take a watch.
I mean, like, honestly, I should just continue not hiking watches. I'm malicious and sleep.
I mean, I literally have a feat called Sentry Mode. Not a feat, but it's a race feature, but still.
The party is like half paranoid motherfuckers.
Whatever. No,
we're not gonna not take watches.
I'm not going to take a watch, but what I am going to do is that like while we're sitting down and like eating dinner and stuff, and Demir is going to kind of turn to Valk and be like, "Can I see that sword again?"
Yes, of course. I actually was just thinking that as much as I would like to be focusing on getting Navara, fixed, sort of, what word would Val give? Well, I would like to
sanctified.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I would like to sanctify Navara and get her doing good again. I do really need to focus on getting kind of gestures to the rock of doom taken care of, and has to be my priority.
We are likely to end up in a magic school, or at least around very magical practitioners. If you don't mind lending it to us, we can try and find a way to lift the curse. And I can contact you when we have.
I would greatly appreciate that. It puts me further into your debt, since having to take care of other more dangerous things, but I appreciate the offer immensely. And please, as you do, contact me. And she kind of very ceremoniously takes out the sword and kind of hands it to you, kind of hilt first, like flat-handed.
Demir will take it and just, "Oh, don't worry, I keep track of my debts." But you did help us a lot. And I appreciate it.
It's what I do. Go around helping people, slaying monsters, occasionally slinging the good word of my patrons.
You are a funny thing. I like you.
That's a new reaction. And she just kind of, this weird little giggle to herself that does not sound right.
What is that supposed to mean?
The giggle? Or are you talking directly to Valk?
I am asking you.
Okay, sorry. Well, you saw my face, and as you can imagine, oh shit, sorry.
It's okay, my phone did the exact same thing, and I thought that was me for a minute.
Falk's cell phone goes up and just like,
what a
hey
blast
Dad, what
from the
up?
past.
Like her pager goes off. Anyway,
This is how we canonically learned that Valkyria
Her
is into
patron
memes.
just Miku.
Oh, Falk would be
man.
so into meme culture. Anyway,
Yes.
where
continue.
was I before Falk's pager went off?
You saw my face.
Yes. You saw my face, and the peasantry typically don't understand things that are unusual. And so I vacillate between either being an object of worship or a necessary evil for flying monsters. And so it's lonely, to say the least.
Well, I certainly understand that. But you seem decent enough.
That means more to me than you would know.
If I were to look in on you, do you know what I would see?
What do you mean, look in on?
I mean, I'm just curious, since you said that was your face, if it's... I mean, do you keep it covered all the time?
She just gestures to her face where the wings are all posed perfectly, and just like, when the natural reaction to my face is immense fear, you learn to hide it to the best of your ability.
That's true. That's true. That makes sense.
It's hard enough.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's something that I have to deal with every day, that I'm not alone and out on the road, that I have to make the conscious decision to either be an object of fear or just be wrong in the eyes of the lucky sods who are normal.
Normal.
You know what I mean.
No, I do.
At least Hawk, from a
Looks up.
distance. Oh yeah, that's a normal. But no, at least Hawk, if you look at him, that's a normal person with a mask. Me, I don't have that option. And even Aaron's able to hide his divinity when he chooses, whereas I literally wear it on my face. It's not an option.
Have you ever tried magic? For example, Lish taught me how to change my form into that of an animal.
My magics, all my teaching and all my gifts from my father are to be an effective combatant or a object of worship, really. I don't have practice at anything like that.
Demira is going to reach over and just kind of put her hand on Valkyrie's hand and just... You're more than just a tool. You can be whatever you want to be. You don't belong to them just because they brought you into this world.
while I appreciate the thought, I've separated myself from the people who would use me to the best of my ability, but there's still baggage. There's always baggage. And she lets off this kind of wry smile, but you can tell it's very much not a real smile.
Damn. And Zamir will just withdraw her hand and kind of return to the group, the cuddle puddle with the sword.
At which point Valk just kind of turns and is staring at God knows what, but kind of just towards a random blank wall.
All right. So Demir, you're attuning to the sword.
I think so, I guess.
Okay. I'll just send you the stuff again, just so you can have it.
Thank you.
It's hers now.
Now I have a long sword. I can't use one, but I am having one.
Sword friend.
Sword friend.
Thank you.
In exchange for sword, Valk has an emotional breakdown.
Hooray! Okay.
Like that stupid
now-
braid meme.
Well, she doesn't only have an emotional breakdown, though. She also has Hawk coming up next to her.
Oh yeah, another person to poke at me.
You know, I couldn't help but keep listening after you mentioned me by name. And
Sorry.
no, it's fine. You say that I'm normal, but that I look normal, rather. But knowing still gets in the way.
Well, normal isn't
For me,
the
at
right
least.
word. You're not trying to be something else. You are you. And when someone sees you, they see you're not human, but you're not an approximation of human. You are a piece of engineering, a frankly rather ingenious piece of engineering, a magical talent, whereas me, I'm just wrong.
I wouldn't say that.
It's not supposed to arrange in these ways. People look at my face and are afraid.
But are you sure this is supposed to? Traveling around with the wild roses, we've seen a wide variety of people, some of which appear more monstrous than you do yourself. People who face hardships that they would if they did look like monsters, but are anything but. Werewolves, poor mutated drow. And then, of course, the way they act is anything but monstrous. I see the same thing in you, Valk.
I appreciate your sentiment.
I know that it's not easy. Like, even though I can mask myself, and you won't believe how much padding is under this cloth. He sort of like picks at one of his sleeves. But it's not easy for me either to keep hiding this. The disguise fell apart on the first day or so of meeting all of these people. I was forced to reveal what I truly was, or have them find out in a way that would be much worse than if I had just told them.
Well, you have the option to be you when you choose to be you. And I am God damn it, words.
Words are hard, man.
Words
It's
are
fine.
hard.
It's
Especially when
fine.
you're having to think in another person's vernacular. It's just
No, absolutely.
You're
I struggle
telling
with
me.
Hawk. I struggle with Hawk too, believe me. Comes out way more poetic than I want him to be sometimes.
How the fuck do I say this? Also, it doesn't help that I'm half fried from moving, and so having to come up with words in general is hard.
Oh no, take your time. Or just like, you don't have to stay in character if it's making it hard to choose a word.
Oh, it's just hard in general.
Okay.
No, it's when the day comes and you choose to have the confidence to do it, you can go forth and be you and be accepted for you by society at large.
I'm still not so sure
happy
of that
you have
myself.
that option.
I'm not so sure of that myself. Not many people have actually seen what's beneath the mask, but like you said, the sentiment's appreciated.
For all intensive purposes, anyone who has seen any part of the world will just view you as basically an intelligent golem. I don't have that luxury. Now, I appreciate you checking in. And you can kind of see her face working to come to what emotion she's at. She's just, I'm kind of spent.
With a bit of hesitation, Hawk places a hand on Volk's shoulder and says, "Man, how do I want to put this?"
It's catching. It's catching.
Oh man, words are hard, man. Well, regardless of what the people out there might think, to me, you're just as normal as I am.
I appreciate that. Val kind of pats your hand, and then you can kind of tell that she's kind of shutting down.
But I imagine it can get hard. So I want to give you something. And from his side, Hawk lifts up Tasha's hat from all the way back then.
Isn't it a jester hat?
It's a red
like
and
a
black
It's like a
jester
red
hat.
and black jester hat. Now, I'm not calling you a fool. I'm sure that's the first thing you're thinking, but from what I'm given to understand, this hat could let me change my appearance as I wished, as Demir said that she could do for herself. I'm not sure if you could change the hat, but I've never really tried it either, to be honest, but I think that you could use it more than I can.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Just the idea of you pulling out a clown hat as the
Just like,
emotional
I have a gift
comfort
for you.
item. Just like, here, you're having an emotional breakdown. Boom, you're a clown now.
No, he's like pulling it up in one hand, just like, I know you're having a tough time, but have you ever considered being Harley Quinn?
Oh, fuck, shit.
And the worst part is he means this genuinely.
I know, but it's fucking hilarious.
It is.
The world's most sincere dunking upon.
Oh God, fuck. I needed that laugh. Oh God, my eyes are watering. Okay, anyway. Back into Valk. Angst. Where was I? Okay, I've just been handed a clown hat, and it is a nice act.
Ox says it would let you change your appearance somehow. Whether or not he's been duped into thinking this is unclear.
Well, first there's figuring out how to put a hat on with all the wings.
I mean, if she can wear a helmet, she can wear a hat.
Well, she isn't wearing a helmet at the moment specifically because wings.
Just like, just have like all the wings sticking up, and then like the hat's going over one of them.
Or just put it on one wing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the elbow of a wing.
I mean, imagine it's like a prong kind of gesture hat too. So you could probably like finagle a wing into each prong or something.
Or tie it around a wing. Okay. So she takes the hat and looks at it kind of incredulously and goes, chunk. At which point, how does the hat work again?
It's a hat of disguise.
It's a hat of disguise, so you need to attune to it, and then for 1 hour you can look like someone else. Yeah, I can send you the...
Felix is being viciously mauled in the background.
It happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got it. So it's just Falk with a gesture hat on one wing, and you kind of go, nudge, nudge. You gotta attune to it, buddy. Nudge, nudge.
It does require a bit of attunement too, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she looks at the hat and very genuinely says, "Thank you. I'll give it a try." At which point she kind of sits down on one of the rocks and starts doing the attunement dance or whatever you're supposed to do.
Doing the Macarena for a straight hour.
It's basically you spend an hour sitting and focusing on the object, meditating over it. But you can dance if you want, I guess.
I mean, there's such things as meditative dance, isn't there?
You could even do martial arts to meditate. That's what my elf guy does.
Okay, Zuko.
Okay, well, in this case, she kind of hits crisscross applesauce and has it on her tabard on her lap and just kind of starts attuning.
Hawk resumes sentry position. More that he just turns into a statue for a bit.
Yeah.
He's a security
TF2 engineer voice on building the sentry.
Oh, God.
Building the sentry right here.
Thank you.
Weren't done.
All right. Were there any other conversations that wanted to be had before Levy and Tobias go on watch? Nope. All right. Your watch passes uneventfully. It fucking smells down here, though. It's gross. This is a beholder's garbage pit you're sleeping in.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
Who's taking the next watch?
What? Levy was gonna try and talk to Toby while on watch.
Go for it then.
Do it. Do it.
When they go on watch, Levy's like, she's not gonna like pick another spot. She's gonna like sit kind of like just shy of basically like on Toby at this point. like just super close and all cozy and shit, and she'll like take his hand and ask, how are you feeling?
Question is, Mink Lish still wrapped around his shoulders?
His head in Tobias's titties.
Levy's free hand scratching Lish's little head.
Toby titties. The Tobitties.
Oh! It's good. In a bad way.
Tobias, he'll still have one hand on Lish, and then Levy takes his other hand. He'll allow, at her question, he appears kind of lost, like he doesn't, it's not entirely certain what to say, how to say it, and eventually just decides, I don't know.
I suppose it's fair. You seem shaken up.
It feels like someone carved a hole in my chest.
I can't hear you very well.
Sorry, I'll move my mic closer. It feels as if someone has ripped a hole in my chest and then filled it with cotton.
She'll kind of tilt her head, and she looks like really sad for him, not like pitying, but sympathetic. And she'll ask, I mean, I have a guess, but why for? She's like, her hand is like on Lish's little head, still scratching away, and she kind of glances at him like,
At that, Tobias kind of holds Lish a little bit tighter. I thought he died. I thought we lost him for good. And then for a moment, I thought I lost you as well.
she'll kind of nod, and I guess the composure she'd managed to gather for a minute there kind of slips a little bit, and she kind of punches up and nods like, yeah, and goes, and we're still We're still here, though. Right here. Both of us. All of us. She'll squeeze his hand.
It's also surreal. It just happened so fast. I could do nothing but watch.
It's hard to feel powerless. I understand.
This wasn't just powerlessness. This felt like someone had just stripped all the flesh from my bones.
1 second, the dog parade.
Here it comes. Here they come. I can see a dog.
There's a tail in the background.
Upper during the angst.
Okay.
Super.
Sorry.
Oh, dude.
Hang on. Are you good?
Uppo senses sadness. He must help.
Okay.
Is it the she? I don't know. It's like it's Soot and Sage, right? And one's a girl, one's a boy. I don't know which is which.
Yeah, it's Sage and Ash. Yes.
Sage and Ash.
Anyways, yes. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
We're back.
Welcome back.
Not just powerlessness, I think is the last thing I remember Toby saying.
Yeah, it's not just feeling powerless. It's felt like in an instant someone had just stripped all of the fucking flesh from my bones and just gutted me. It felt like my whole world had just been ripped from my fingers in an instant. Twice. For a moment, I thought I would have to somehow learn how to fucking exist in a world without you or Wish in it. And that thought terrifies me. Because you've come to mean so fucking much to me. That the idea of not having you, Wish, Temir, even Aaron, Hawk, it makes me wonder what the fuck is the point of even living. I don't have any of you.
She's gonna card her fingers up through his hair and tuck it back behind his ears and pull him down and give him just a bunch of just little soft kisses to his forehead, and then, mindful of Lish being tucked against his chest, she'll kind of gather him and Lish kind of to her, like Toby's head, right here, and then Lish kind of between the two of them. And she'll take a shaky breath in and out and say, I know that feeling all too well, and it is terrifying, but just know that if anything were to happen to me, I would want you to keep going. And if you can't find any other point in going on than that, then just, I would want you to live. And that doesn't mean survive or slog on through the rest of your days miserably without me. I want you to live, Toby. Because when we all met, well, most of us met in that field, and then when we finally met Hawk, but especially in that field that first day with the roses, it was the first day since I lost everything. I thought I had lost everything, just like that. For real. And I didn't have the person that I'd lost right in front of me to know that he was okay and still here, still alive. When we all met, it was the first day that I had felt like I was going to be okay without him. And I just, if I were to die and not come back, I would want you to, hello, dogs. I would want you to keep that sort of thing with you as well.
Just afraid. Tobias is essentially silently crying as he. Oh, wait.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that super fast?
No, it's all good. I was purposely waiting to make sure.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tobias is essentially silently crying. His eyes look kind of dead. He just looks tired and a bit broken. Just scared. I've lived a life devoid of life before. I don't want to go back to that. Not after I've experienced wonderful things that this group has shown me, the wonderful things that OC has taught me. I don't want to go back to the time before I first walked into those woods.
I can't promise nothing will happen to any of us, but I can promise that I'll do my best to stay alive and keep all of our friends alive.
That's all I can ask. That's all I can ask. And Tobias will give the small kiss to her forehead as well. And then just kind of hold her and Lish close.
Tobias, on his little underside of his chin, feels Lish's little mink head come up and kind of give him a little minky kiss.
Tobias will give Lish a kiss too.
Yes, these are the smooches that I wanted.
Levy's gonna smile, and she's tired, and she's beaten up, and she almost fucking died, and she almost saw a couple of people she cares about die, and she's fucking exhausted of this shit. But she's gonna she'll kind of nestle in close to both of them and give Toby like a little quick peck on the lips, and then kiss Lish's little head, and then tuck herself underneath Toby's chin and keep an eye on the cave.
Lish sticking his little head out. Can you see if Demir is awake or asleep?
Demir, are you awake or asleep?
Passed out. Has gone to sleep.
Cool. You're gonna just tuck up.
I mean, I assume that Demir is sleeping in the cuddle puddle. She's not like away from the cuddle puddle. She's just, sleeping in it.
I mean, you guys all sleep together in a pile like hamsters. So. All right. Next watch.
Val could take a turn at this point since she's finished communing with the hat.
All right.
While, emotional damage, electric boogaloo is happening over there. God, fuck.
All right. So what, do you do anything on your watch?
Is anybody up with me while I'm on my watch?
Just wake somebody up. Go bother them.
Do it.
Grabs the make Lish. Wake up.
Wake up, you fucking coward. Do it.
Walk with me.
Just walk up to the cuddle puddle and just start kicking.
Yes.
I'm just trying to decide if Val could be trying on the hat now, like by herself, or if she would wait for an audience to be like, how do I look? Because, she herself doesn't care how she looks, but how it affects everyone around her deeply weighs on her. So it's like RP decisions. Oh, rainbow.
Dealer's choice.
Fuck it, let's be dramatic. So, we're being dramatic today. Why not? So, so nobody's awake. So
Lish is awake, but he's not paying any attention.
So, what is happening in the group chat before I go crazy? Oh, it's just someone gesticulating with a ferret. Perfect. Okay, so emotional damage, electric, boogles 3. I don't know, I can't count. Anyway, so Valk tries on the hat, at which point you've all seen my reference images for human Valk. So, big, strong, hot woman. And she kind of goes over to the edge of the pool and looks at her face. And you're all woken up by this just horrible, horrible fucking screech as she just throws the hat down, summons her wings, and she just boom up into the tower.
Oh,
Hawk
God.
actually just fucking falls over when this happens. There's like a hollow, like heavy thud as he hits the ground. Because it's all metal underneath that padding.
Levy jolts awake and watches her go and just kind of goes, turns to whoever else is awake and goes, "You all saw that too, right?"
I think we're
Aaron
all awake
bolts-
at this point.
Aaron looks upright and screams, "Who's dying?" in Celestial.
No.
Hawk similarly like scrambles to like push himself up, like he's on his knees and like hands, like looking around, like, huh? Did Valk leave the hat on the floor?
Yes.
It's probably landed in the water.
Oh man.
But no, it didn't land in the water. She kind of went, and then behind her,
Okay.
Just like
Where she
tore
was
it off,
standing
threw
and
it on the
just
ground,
boom.
flew the
Yeah.
fuck out.
because, all the issues. Anyway,
Demir is like looking around trying to see any sources of danger. And then when it's just like the cave and nothing else, just like
And Volk
What
is
is in
jester
there?
hat jingling.
like Valk just like yeeted, right? She just like fucking left.
yep, just panic
Shot
attack
up the tunnel,
and
yeah.
shot up like a bullet.
Into the anti-magic cone.
The
Well, no.
anti-magic cone is gone because the beholder is dead.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Or otherwise she would have hit the roof, wings gone, and just thunk.
Thunk. Splattered against
That
the
would be-
pavement, God.
The real
Levy's
fucking
gonna look up from
I choose to be problematic today.
Levy's gonna look up from where they fell and where Valk disappeared into in a dramatic fucking flurry of angel bullshit. And she's gonna go, "Bye, I guess." Like,
Don't die. Bye.
should we go after her?
Hawk sort of just like morosely walks over to the jester hat, picks it up, and he's just like, I'm not sure if we'll be able to catch up, but probably.
Did she-
No one, if no one else will, I'll. Wait, what are you saying, Gun?
Volk left the jester hat.
Yeah, she like threw it onto the floor behind her in like a fury.
Fucking dramatic. Who knew you had it in you?
Do you want to go fast?
Well, yes, but I'm not sure if I can.
Accept the spell, and I'm going to cast polymorph on you and turn you into a giant eagle.
Oh boy! It's Hawk with flesh too.
So
It's
for the
activating
second time in your
everyone's body
life,
issues day today.
yeah, for the second time in your life, Hawk, you are experiencing breathing, and it's fucked up.
Like,
You can drop the spell whenever you want, but it's the fastest way to catch her.
how much intelligence does that animal have? I forget. Or I don't know, rather.
Giant
animal is it?
eagle.
Like 7, I think.
Yeah.
Also, you're experiencing anxiety with the brain chemicals for the first
Intelligence
time.
8, actually.
Intelligence of 8.
8.
Yeah.
So
He
just
was
slightly.
smarter than Grog. I just can't remember how smart. Much smarter.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so he's about as smart as Judas then. Got it.
You retain your intelligence, like you retain your memories and like what
Yeah,
you
it's just
want
like you're a hawk now, and you're slightly less smart.
Yep.
So like, when this like, after Demir says accept the spell, Hawk just goes, huh? And then like the spell happens, and there's just a panic squawk from Eagle Hawk, and then he just realizes like, okay, I guess I can use this, and just like jets off up where the rope's dangling from.
All right.
And probably just like blindly crashes into a wall because it's dark as fuck up there still, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
Cue Jimmy Neutron's
darkness
God
spell has
Blast.
not the magical darkness has not dissipated, but you keep going.
So it's just like he's like bonks against the ceiling like, ah, and then keeps going.
You have keen sight. You have advantage on perception
But
checks
not
that
dark
rely
vision.
on sight.
But not dark vision. Not that it would even
Um,
help in magical darkness.
Yeah. But yeah, you keep coasting upwards. Make a perception check. Just try to hear her.
Okay. I need to pull up the giant hawk stat page. Because I'm not using hawk stats for this because he's transformed.
Yep, you use.
Here we go. They've got perception +4, so I will grab a d20, which I have not done, surprisingly. Click. That's a d12. $17.
Yeah, you keep coasting up towards the upper levels of the tower. Bulk, are you in floor 2 with the roof collapsed into it where the skeletons were, or are you outside?
I am as high as I can go, like literally on top of the ruins of the tower, just aggressively sobbing.
Okay. Eagle Hawk, that's where you you find Valk. It's not difficult to find her.
So just a giant eagle lands a few yards away and then just like turns into Hawk. I'm gonna say he left his mask behind in the startling like process of transforming into flesh and bone creature. And just like sort of catches his breath like, oh, that's unsettling. Oh, okay. Oh, and like centers himself and then sees like just like probably just like sobbing her multitude of eyes out, and he's just like, oh god.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Cry would be weird. Just wet.
Like, hey, want to see how hard I could cry?
Here, a trigger for your emotional damage. Oh, thank you. This'll help. Does not help.
You didn't know.
Well, she didn't know. Why am I having such joy at putting my character through such shit?
Because
Anyway,
you're the
sorry.
average D&D player.
Yes. Anyway, Belk, crying profusely, just being full angst at the top of a broken tower.
Hawk, shit, fuck, shit, fuck. I haven't had to do this for 10 years. Shit, fuck. uh, he just sort of like tentatively walks closer, like, Valkyria?
Oh, I am going to be that bitch. She turns to you just full face out, going, "What do you want?" And if you're in range, you have to roll shit now.
Let's say that he's within 10 feet. He landed a couple yards away, so 10 feet is not hard to get close to. That's probably as close as you need to be to, like, even be heard with how low his voice is. So that's a wisdom save. What kind of save is it?
Charisma? I'm working on it.
I hope it's not charisma.
DC... I did not write down what you roll. I just wrote down my numbers.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
This is the part where we consult the
Kieran.
SMR page.
What's your fear save?
What stats your fear save, Aaron?
What do we roll against it?
I feel like it's wisdom. Let me check that though.
Yeah, I'm double checking it right now on a
I didn't
wiki.
write down that part.
It's
SMR. SMR.
Demir's fear
Charisma.
effect is a
It's
wisdom
charisma.
save. Demir's fear effect is a wisdom saving throw.
I think I'm seeing charisma on my character sheet.
Charisma saving throw.
14.
DC 14 charisma saving throw. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to roll a 15 or higher.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, good luck.
Okay, so fittingly, she's also, like, stat-wise a fallen SMR. She's just so much more divine looking. That's kind of cool.
She has positive energy, but the fear effect of a fallen angel, since she is of the heritage of the Be Afraid angels.
Yeah, no, that's a really cool take. I love that.
And thank you,
Hey,
Avery, for letting me play that.
Hey,
Yes.
hey. Guess who rolled below a 15? Hawk's scared as shit. That's an 8, which turns into a 7. Literally half the DC. So he's just like, he like shrinks back and he's like, I made it worse, didn't I? Like exactly that fast.
And again, in her scary lady voice, no shit.
Sorry. I don't even know that went through. That was so quiet. God.
I caught it. Anyway,
Okay.
so she just kind of looks down at the fact that you're cowering from her, and just.
It's not like a
Well,
full-on like hit the deck cower. It's more like a shrink away, like tucked into himself cower. Just for clarity's sake.
Mm-hmm. And she kind of just looks at her hands as they're, violently shaking, and just goes back to just weeping. How long does the fear effect last for? I didn't write down anything. I am useless.
All right, it's okay. I'm gonna open up the tab I just closed.
It lasts for 1 minute.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. DM Avery on the spot. Thank you so much. Shit, how does Hawk even respond to this? He is not good with this kind of thing. Demir should have sent literally anyone else.
Well, is the rest of the party slowly working their way up?
Question. Polymorph is a concentration spell, so I would have felt when Hawk dropped it, right?
Yes.
Can I use my scrying orb to scry on Hawk?
Oh no.
Demir!
Sure. That's like a wisdom saving throw, correct?
I'm sure he's got better wisdom than charisma, but knowing my luck, if I just rolled an 8, I'm probably not going to make that save either.
Well, you can also scry on me.
It does not say, given that it's scrying, I think
make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Can I choose to fail it?
You can't.
You can technically, but like you don't know that you are.
That's fair.
I
was gonna say like.
However, you do have a -10 to it, or because you've left your stuff behind. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, and I am touching that mask.
Yeah.
Oh boy. He doesn't even have a wisdom modifier for wisdom saving throws, so sure, I'll roll for fun. I'm definitely not gonna make this though.
Watch you make it.
No, it's literally impossible because it's a DC 14?
17.
It's a DC 17. I can only roll up to 20 total, and I have a penalty of 10. So the highest I can roll is a 10. And the DC is 17. There's no way in hell I'm making that. But just for fun, I rolled a 3, so that's a -7.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm peeping.
She's peeping.
Nosy bitch is at it again.
Meanwhile, I would like to note that Levy's like watching where both Volk and Hawk have disappeared, and she's just like slowly getting more and more worried the more time passes. Like she wishes she could go after them and make sure neither of them are like doing something fucking stupid.
Hawk, you hear in your head, maybe you should, apologize? Say something to help her calm down? Do you have a handkerchief? Or many?
Hawk was not expecting to hear Demir's voice up here, so he's just like, he like actually like starts and like looks behind him like, what did you do to me?
Don't worry about it.
I can't help but do anything but worry right now with what's in front of me. So you'll have to excuse me.
Well, I'm not right in front of you. Worry about the person in front of you.
Okay. He's like takes a breath in his mind somehow, despite not having lungs in the first place.
You've experienced it twice now.
Okay. And then he speaks. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say he's been saying all these things out loud like a crazy person, because he doesn't know that until Demir's just not present, that she isn't actually present. I'm so sorry. I didn't know this would happen. You have every right to be upset at me.
Is
she still in scary lady mode?
She's not hiding her face at the moment, but you got like another 30 seconds of being magically afraided.
Okay.
You don't have to re-roll. It's only when I initially.
Yeah.
At the shock.
I just mean like this. I just mean like the scary lady voice. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. I'm just curious.
Oh, I love the scary lady voice. But no, her voice is still kind of scratchy, like she's trying to keep it together. At which point, she kind of turns to look at you, and it hits what she's doing. And her wings kind of slowly shake down. They're still puffed up to shit, but
Mhm.
they're covering her face again. And she... the fault is not yours. It's... You didn't know I would react this... I didn't know I would react this way. It's everything I wanted, but knowing it wasn't real, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Hawk looks down and says, No, I understand better than you know. Maybe I should have been more forward when I was talking about...
No, you did the right thing. This is not on you. We should probably get back to the rest of the roses.
Yeah. I can't feel the cold, but I know I shouldn't be out here for too long. And if I shouldn't be out here for too long, then no one should.
At which point, Val kind of... Yes, everything's okay, Mom.
Oh yeah, it's fucking cold out here.
You're like, oh yeah, it's cold. It kind of touches a feather. She doesn't have feathers for, wet. She isn't
Yeah,
part
she's
dog.
not a biblically accurate duck. She's a biblically accurate ASMR.
And so she kind of touches how ridiculously wet her wings are at this point, and
Her
you're
tears
right.
don't freeze.
Let's head back. At which point, oh shit, we have to get off the roof.
I mean,
Fuck
it's a really crumbled roof. We could probably just like...
No, this is better.
Oh,
I
well.
just scoop you up
Whoa.
and like bridesmaid carry and just parachute with the wings down to the front door.
Hawk's surprisingly heavy for what his build would suggest, but it kind of makes sense when you think about it.
Strong lady.
Oh no, I don't doubt her strength.
18. Let's do this.
18 base, let's go. On the way down though, Hawk is going to come clean about something. He's I do mean what I say when I said I should have come more clean. You talked about being used as a tool down there, and for the longest time, that's been a fear of mine as well. You say that I'm a marvel of engineering and all that, but... By the way, is Demir still listening in? You could say yes.
Yes,
lasts
she is.
for
It
10
lasts for
minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh,
It
hell yeah.
lasts for 10 minutes, but you don't know. She hasn't said anything. So.
Yeah, no, Hawk's never been scried upon before, so this is a new experience and wholeheartedly terrifying for him the moment he finds out. For the longest time, wait, no, I already said that. You say I'm a marvel of engineering. There we go. And to an extent, you would be right. But there's fears and consequences that come with that. When I was created by my father, and he like air quotes it because he knows it's not really his dad, only in a sense.
The gentleman I spied upon for you,
Yes, him.
The information I got for you.
Yeah.
Or the gentleman I got the information for you on. Oh God, words.
Words hard, man. Yes, him. After creating me, he came to the realization that if any inventor of similar skill and worse intention could burps tried to happen. If an inventor of similar skill and worse intention could replicate what he did, the consequences could be monumentally dire. A thinking golem that never sleeps, never tires, never has to eat, never has to drink, can march for days on end, could potentially be created en masse. He didn't want to live in a world where such a thing could be possible. So he tried the utmost to keep me kind. And I'm very grateful for that. But also to keep me hidden. Or at least to keep my sentience hidden. There were no small number of times where he would take me around the village once or twice, but it was always as an automaton, never as a person. When he hasn't done so yet, but when he died, I was left to fend for myself. His family didn't think any more than that of me. I was a tool. Something to be put to work, perhaps. So, I didn't know what to do. I ran. And when I ran, I found my mentor, Rosania, who is also missing, though I know not if she's merely left or truly dead, or I don't even know where she is at this time, if he's still alive. But she saw the same thing in me, but differently. She knew that some people would see me and be afraid. Perhaps even want to dismantle me, as he feared. So she helped me do this, and he gestures at his padded green clothing, the piecemeal leather, and the mask, and like when he tries to touch his mask, he realizes, oh, I'm not wearing it. So my life has been more full of personal fear than you know. And in a way, I am even slightly envious of you, come to think of it, because though you lament not being able to hide what you are, at the same time, you've never had to.
That is fair. All we can do in life is make decisions, and it's those decisions that matter. You choosing not to be a weapon for the next warlord, and me choosing not to be some heraldry, or, to use your term, a weapon of the church. It's why I stay one step separated. I want to do good. That's who I want to be, but I want to do it on my terms, not theirs.
Very noble goal. And as I've traveled, I've begun to learn that maybe what I am isn't all that bad after all. And I think that more than applies to you. We've seen monsters, we fought them. We fought strange flaming skeletons. He starts counting them off on his fingers. Floating, screaming heads. A weird
Ball of
backwards
eyes.
cat Rakshashibai thing, and then that violent, too many-eyed orb, whatever that was. I can't imagine what other horrors exist out here in this world. I haven't been experienced enough to see them, but they are the monsters, not us.
Well, you've certainly become wise for... Do I know how old you are? Did you mention it?
I'm... Hawk sort of like pushes his fingers together, and it's like... last I counted, I'm about 10 summers old?
Well, you're mighty wise for a being of 10.
I don't feel anywhere near deserving of such a compliment, but thank you. I may
Anyway,
be wise, but I'm certainly a fool.
Anyway, we'd be at about the bottom of the stairs at this point, right?
Yeah. So Hawk starts like feeling around for the head of the grappling hook, finds it with like and then sort of guides Valk, maybe even by the hand, to find the rope again. Because I imagine her wings have started to peter out at this point.
Oh, I have an hour of wings. They're still up. No.
So like he just like offers, and I imagine she's just like, oh no, I got wings, buddy.
No, like you offer the rope, and I'm just scoop. Nope, we're going down in style. And we drop again.
Just like descending on high with Hawk in her arms, clinging to her for dear life.
Just this beautiful image as people look up of just Valk bridle carrying a robot down, wings giant.
And he's just like put me down.
You hear slight orchestral music in the back of your head because
rays of light poke in from magical darkness.
Hawk, like as you are drifting down, you hear in your head, for what it's worth, I don't think your master made a very good weapon. You do have to rest.
You've been listening this entire time, haven't you?
Yes, I have. And then I'm going to end the scry. You see Demir, because as you guys are coming down, you saw her like staring into the ball, and then you see her like look up, tuck the ball away, and just roll over. Go back to sleep.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Oh no, Avery left.
Oh no.
Well, that's fine, because I was going to do a thing. At this point, Dove, I would like you to roll 1d4.
Ooh.
Oh, good boy. Lovely.
Sorry, I was looking for something. My charging cable.
That's 2.
Okay. It's at this point that you hear a sound from the from towards the entrance, and a few of you look over to see a kobold has gotten stuck in one of the traps, taking 2 hit points of damage.
Oh no! The kobold!
I'll drag it over.
No!
But he's still alive. And he is shouting obscenities in Draconic.
Levy's awake this time. Probably not even close to functional because our sleep was interrupted.
Val, to feel better about themselves, walks over to the poor little kobold dude and just like tries to get it out of the trap.
As you start to walk over, it grabs like a pot that's hanging from its side and just tosses it at you. And let me see.
Poor little violent man.
I do not speak Draconic.
You had a question?
Yeah, Dove had a question for you, I think.
Yeah. Just real quick. While we're all out on the ledge and Demir is scrying at Hawk.
Demir's demurring.
Did Aaron see that she's doing that?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, she wasn't hiding it.
She's hiding it from Hawk, but not anyone else. That's for sure.
So
She's not hiding
That's all I
it.
needed to know.
She is definitely sitting there with a crystal ball in her hands, staring down into it, like zoned the fuck out. So, like, actually, as
Aaron's just been
as she's sitting there, her eyes have gone completely black, like the sclera and everything, just completely beetle black.
Yes. Aaron's just been staring at her since that started, up until the point that there's a little screech, and then he just is over like, what's happening over there?
So Valk, as you approach the kobold, it throws a pot on you. I assume a 20 hits.
Barely.
Yo, is that free weed?
The 20 hits, and you were covered in green slime, and you take a whopping 7 points of acid damage.
It threw its failed meal at you. Oh no.
And it is like hissing and spitting, and you can see that this kobold has got kind of basically just like a collection of crap on it. It's got like a skunk in a cage and a fucking beehive for some reason. But notably, it also has a couple of dead rabbits at its side. This is clearly a guy that's coming home to his family to feed them.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Avery's, how could you do this to me?
oh
no.
And is anyone doing anything about this?
Valk goes in Celestial, do not be afraid, and just kind of manhandles the thing and crunches open the bear trap off of it.
Roll a strength check.
Dang bear trap.
12.
It does not succeed. You try and pry open the bear trap, and you're unable to do so, causing the kobold to take another point of damage. The kobold at this point is going to, let's see. What are you going to do?
Not moving from where I have Demir just kind of rolls over to get a look at this, points a finger and casts message at Valk, like, do you really want to free that thing?
The kobold at this point hits Valk with what appears to be a scorpion tied to a stick.
The poor scorpion. Oh no.
Rolled a 17 to hit.
Miss.
Miss.
A scorpion. I mean, Valk's in full plate, right?
Yeah.
And like the kobold's like right there. So like there's not much room to dodge. So I'm just imagining like the kobold like trying to whack her with the armor. Just
against the armor. And it's
like he like hits a pauldron or something, just smashing the poor scorpion in the mush. Oh man.
Do you really want to release that thing? You can respond to this message.
I know. I'm figuring out my response.
Seriously, you know a character.
Did I see the scrying orb?
No.
No, you were up with
Okay.
Hawk. And she like tucked it away as the moment we got back.
Okay.
And at this point you take some more acid damage because you still have the green slime on you. You take 5 this time.
Okay. So that is I need to be doing. Where the fuck? There's my pencil. Anyway, in response to Demir, the judge of who we are is by our actions, and I'm choosing to take mercy on this little guy, unlike you and his family.
You know, like I understand that, but it is trying to kill you, as effective as it is.
It's not the first time something's tried to kill me. At which point, do I need to make another strength check?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Do I kill the kobold this time trying to get it out?
What did you roll?
Oh,
Okay. No, it's still alive.
just an excruciating pain.
Yeah, not happy. He's going to take his beehive and throw it at you now.
Oh no!
And it breaks on you, and the bees start kind of swarming around you. They come out and go.
You do realize we're attached at the moment, and so the kobolds in the bee swarm as well, right?
It's just in 5-foot square. Let's see. The bees are going to try to sting you with a 12. They
Can't get through the arm.
Can't get through the arm.
And my wing hair.
So it doesn't really get. At this point, you take another 6 acid damage because you're not getting the slime off.
This feels like the chickens all over again.
All right, how much damage was this bout? You said 6?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saving the goddamn fucking
Is
kobold.
Valk within 60 feet of me?
Let's see. Where are you? On the.
I think we were up here. If I recall, that was where we made camp, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But the
no, it is out of range.
Ah, fuck. Do I care enough about this stupid kobold?
Does everybody just see this happening?
Yeah.
no one's intervened yet.
Hawk's too checked out and clueless to do anything. I'm gonna
Can
say.
Tobias just walk up and release the bear trap since he knows how to do those?
You would have to roll a strength check.
Yep. My AC's 18.
Yeah.
Okay, so just so I can understand what the fuck's going on, because there's a lot going on. So there's a Valka's covered in acid. The kobold's trying to hit her with a stick with a scorpion tied to it. And there's a bee's, like a wasp nest on the ground next to them.
The kobold came in, stepped on a bear trap, and when he saw you guys, just started throwing shit at you. And now that Valk is close enough, just started trying to hit her with a scorpion.
Okay, yeah, but where's the wasp nest with the?
It is sharing a space with Valk because it is a swarm.
Okay. Tobias rolled a 6 for the strength check, so I imagine like he goes to try and release the bear trap, but because the kobold's like swinging around so much, he's just like,
Yeah, no, the kobold takes another point of damage.
Levy's gonna like smack Demir's arm, like, can you charm it so we can like talk to it? It doesn't have to die.
The wasp nest dissipates, so that's done. They're flying away now.
Okay, I thought
I am going to cast Charm Person on this goddamn kobold.
Okay. What's the DC for that?
He has to make me a wisdom saving throw of 16.
You're not gonna fucking believe that's been a natural 20.
The funniest part is I was about to say he's a level 1 kobold. I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Okay, you know what? I'm using my pact feature, Fey Presence, to everyone in a 10-foot cube of me needs to make a saving throw as I am going over to this, which means Valkyrie and Hawk and probably Levy.
I think Hawk's just chilling on the back
Toby
platform.
also trying to help at this point?
Yes, Toby. So everyone within a 10-foot radius needs to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Why couldn't it be charisma, you motherfucker?
What's the save?
7. Fucking 7.
What's the DC?
16.
It is 16.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I rolled
Oh my
in.
God!
Demir casually has half the
Everyone
party
except
and not the kobold.
I got 18.
Oh my god.
Wait, the kobold saved on this too?
Yeah?
That's just one. Wow. Okay, well, Levy is charmed at least.
Actually, it's gonna throw at Toby this time. So, 15 hit.
You're muted.
His armor class is 15.
So if it needs, it beats. So it takes a vial of acid and just throws with it. 8 acid damage.
Okay, Tobias is gonna fucking work on getting that shit off
too.
You guys!
Lish is tucked up into Tobias's thing. And I
imagine when the kobold throws the thing, Tobias turns away so it hits him on the back, so it doesn't get finished.
So because Levy's charmed, can she still do things of her own volition?
Oh yeah, no, you just think that Demir is like the greatest person ever for like approximately 5 seconds before she drops the charm out of frustration.
Well, Levy's gonna try and cast Crown of Madness on the kobold because the effect is that he's charmed.
Okay, what's the DC for that?
It's a wisdom save 14. I swear to fucking God. I swear to fucking God.
Lish is going to pop out of Tobias'
16.
Oh my god! This kobold is the best roller I've ever seen.
Well, I'm
Lish
saving this motherfucker, and he's becoming my squire.
No. Lish is popping out of Tobias' shirt as a saber-toothed tiger, and he's just
my god.
He's gonna eat the kobolds.
Roll a hit.
Oh no! This is such a wonderful clusterfuck.
Fuck you!
Take
Is there anything
more
I can do
acid
to block
damage.
this
You're
hit?
not taking off the slime, so you're gonna keep taking this damage.
Sorry, what?
Lars, you forgot to remove the slimes. You're still taking slime damage. How much, Avery?
8.
8. And Lars wanted to know if there's any way that he could intercept Lish's attack. I don't like most of the interception things like require features or like spells.
You
No,
could, like,
probably not. Let's wait.
Make
and
an
see
attack
if,
against Lish.
if
Like,
Lish hits.
I'm not attacking you. I'm more just picking up the kobold and going, no, don't attack.
Bad kitty.
If you keep him in the trap for an hour, I can try charming him again.
Oh god.
I mean, somebody just has to say something to Lish. Like,
Yeah, Demir is just going to when Lish pops out as a saber-tooth tiger and starts to open his mouth, Demir is just going to put her hands on his head like, shush, 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 shush. Look, if we can just get him to go to sleep or chill out for like an hour, I can try charming him again.
can I try intimidating kobolds then?
Roll intimidation.
Can I assist with that?
Also, I would like to cast a healing spell next time I get to do something.
Yeah.
Do I roll intimidation as well, or should you?
No, Lish can roll with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, good.
And
Like
Lish,
the
what
kobold
do you do
won't
to
say.
intimidate this kobold?
I'm basically kind of going up to it and like, ah! like he was fully planning on eating this guy. And I got a 13 on my intimidate. Not great, but
Okay. He is cowering now and starts to try to take the bear trap off himself. Fails, takes another point of damage. Bonk.
Okay, I would like to cast Mass Healing Word.
All right.
Because I need hit points and he needs hit points. Wait, is that
We
actually
all
what I
get-
Heal the kobold.
Why are we like this? This is peak Dungeons and Dragons, y'all.
This is amazing.
I'm like, oh, you know what? It would make sense if there's another kobold that was out to get more food for everyone else. He can come in sometime during the night. Set up the bear traps. I'm like, okay, that'll make it easy for the party.
Okay, so I Mass Healing Word.
You underestimate our kindness.
No, you underestimate Valk's kindness.
Levy
That's
just
true.
wants to talk to the kobolds so she can ask where the other ones are and if there's a fucking dragon down here that they have to worry about.
2.
Not knowing.
So, I get 5. The kobold gets 5.
It's almost
take
back up
5.
to full.
And
On
also,
you. So,
and the
So-
next 4 people who are damaged also get 5 hit points.
I will take
you
that.
take 10 acid damage.
Okay.
Remove the slime.
I can't
Listen.
do that. I'm unconscious.
Oh my
you should
god!
have let me eat him.
You know what? Okay, here's what Demir is going to do. Demir is going to walk over. She is going to kick Valkyrie into the pool so that the slime comes off her.
While I
She's
drown.
going to drown. She's
I'm in heavy
unconscious.
armor.
She's in armor. Shit. Okay,
She's
no,
in-
don't do that. I'm sorry. She's in plate armor. I forgot.
Tobias can take care of removing the acid from Val.
Okay, Demir is
Consider
going to
that
go
taken
over to
care
the
of.
kobold that is cowering and just be like, if you want to walk out of this alive, you will sit down and shut up and give me your hands.
I don't know if it speaks common.
Roll persuasion
Oh, I guess so.
with
First.
disadvantage.
It may be helped by repeating that in Draconic. But adding please to the end.
Sure.
Being very sincere.
This is even better than Aaron in the hole.
This is better than Aaron in the hole.
This is straight roll.
This is great, you guys.
What is Aaron doing throughout all of this? Out of curiosity, is he just watching the shit show?
Just
with, like,
popcorn.
popcorn?
Nom, nom, nom.
Okay, so was that just a straight roll, or was it a disadvantage stuff?
Straight roll, Sid.
Straight roll
Okay,
because.
so that's a
leave us out.
26 persuasion.
Okay. It very reluctantly kind of reaches out his hand.
Okay, I am going to take his hands and I am going to tie them up so that he can't keep throwing things at us. With one of my 3 pieces of rope. I'm going to use a piece of rope to tie him up.
Valk, make a death saving throw.
If Valk dies, I will fucking piss myself.
Natural 1. Okay.
Hey,
No.
Here's the thing.
I am going to use my goddamn sword that I now have. I am going to dump 5 points of healing into Valk, which will be 10 points of healing.
Oh,
So you get 10 points of healing.
You put down 10 points of healing into Valk. That means while you were tuning, you would have had to take 5 damage yourself.
Yep, I took the 5 damage.
Okay. Valk, you have 10 hit points. The kobold is not happy. Looking
Alive.
pissed.
He is tied up. Okay,
No good deed goes unpunished.
please get that acid off of you.
The acid is off of Val. Tobias took care of it.
Thank you, Tobias.
Thank you, Toby.
The
Now,
kobold is going to try to take the bear trap off, even though he still has bound hands. So that means
Levy's gonna help.
at the 3
Levy's gonna help.
takes a point of damage.
What? Help! Levy's trying to help the girl get the fucking bear trap off of it.
Roll a
Levy
strength
make it-
check.
Okay, cool.
Tobias can assist with that as well, since he knows how bear traps fucking work.
4. Okay. Takes another point of damage. Tobias, your turn.
Oh my god.
Sorry, everyone.
He rolled a fucking 6 again.
Okay. It's okay. He's at 9 hit points.
My god.
I don't understand why Tobias is having a hard time fucking opening a bear
Oh my
trap.
god, the
when he knows
kobold
how to-
fucking
Because the
frees himself.
Dice
into
are over.
can I try getting the kobold free from the bear trap?
No, kobold took a turn, freed himself, and he is running.
No, he is tied up. I have tied him up. I have tied him up.
You tied his wrists up. It was his
I am
leg that
still
was caught.
holding the rope. I have not let him go.
Okay.
He is on a leash.
So,
I am going to
sort of like a dog on a leash. And he kind of like,
Yep, I am rolling him back. I am going to tie up his little legs. I am going to tie him into a shawarma wrap. And I am going to plunk him into Valkyrie's arm. Congratulations, you caught yourself a kobold.
Levy's following the kobold and
he tries to bite you, but just gets armed.
ignoring the fact that that the kobold is being held by Volk. She is just frantically asking in Draconic, I really just wanted to ask how many more of you there, where you're camped, and if we have to worry about anything else. Like, do you guys have dragons? I just want to make sure there's no dragons down here for us to worry about, and then you can go on your merry way. I'll even give you one of my rations for the trouble.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage. Jeez, guys.
Natural one!
Okay, so for this, the kobold still has the skunk in a cage strapped to its
Oh,
back.
no.
The skunk is going to try to spray you.
Me? Yay!
Let's see. It's yeah. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Let's save, okay. This is 14.
Yeah, you're fine.
Cool! She's just gonna kind of plug her nose and keep
While
like...
Valkyrie is holding her, Demir is just going to start taking things off of the kobold.
Levy's got her nose plugged from the skunk, and she's like still asking, like, are there dragons down here, please? Just a yes or no.
Yeah, so there's the skunk in the cage. There's the scorpion tied to a stick. There's a pot that you find that is full of like rot grubs, which is disgusting. There's a little basket that's full of centipedes, and then there's a flask of alchemist's fire.
I'm taking the alchemist's fire.
All right.
And I'm going to take the other things and I'm going to dump the grubs and the centipedes into the lake. And I am going to pick up the skunk in the cage and just be like, please don't spray me. I am going to let you out now and go away. And I'm going to open the cage for the skunk.
The skunk kind of lands on the ground, runs in a circle for a moment, and then starts scampering off. Aaron, I'd like you to roll 1d4.
Oh no!
Oh
That's a 1.
Yeah, the skunk is dead. It is caught in this bear trap.
no! Oh no! I just tried to do a good deed, people. I'm so sorry.
You guys.
Demir just kind of. Oh. Well. Congratulations, Valkyrie. You have the kobold. And I'm going to use the remaining of my rope to like wrap around its mouth nuzzle so it can't bite anyone else. And I'm like, in an hour I can try charming it again.
So at this point, do we try to finish the night?
That's up to you guys.
Although upstairs was clear when I had my panic attack, if we just want to start heading out.
I say we finish our fucking long rest. Because we have not finished the long rest yet.
Levy's already heading back to the fucking, like, where they were camped out. Like, she's going back to bed. Like, this has been too much.
Aaron is back at camp, just weeping. And as Levy approaches, he just kind of like scurries up and just jumps on her.
Aaron?
Yep. He has been back at camp crying the entire time.
Sad crying or laugh crying?
Sad crying.
She's gonna kind of hold him like, hi.
He's just humming into you. It's like, I thought it was, He's hysterical. He's not saying anything.
Okay. She's gonna kind of like really awkwardly like hug him and pat his back. Like, there is suddenly a crying man in her arms. She doesn't know what the fuck is going on or what to do about this right now.
I thought we needed the protection, but I don't think we endowed him, and I'm not sure if that was okay, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore, and if that was more.
Aaron? Shut up! Please!
I don't think I can be trusted with the bear traps anymore! Do you want my bear traps?
The bear traps are fine! Everything is fine! It was just a comedy of errors, and we all really need to go back to sleep.
Yes, sleep would be nice. And he just kind of starts like sliding down you. He's not letting go, but he's getting onto the ground.
And she's like staring down at him like, what the fuck? And she's just gonna kind of take this big deep breath and kind of square her shoulders back and nod to herself like, okay, this is happening. And she's going to very gently like disengage Aaron's arms from around her fucking ankles at this point and lay back down where she was. And just kind of tuck Aaron next to her. And it's bedtime! Cool!
When we get the kobold back up to where we are, I am going to tie that fucker to a stalactite so that he cannot escape in the night.
Oh, so stalactites are the ones on the ceiling. Are you hanging him from the ceiling?
Yes. I am reaching him up there and I am tying him up there. I am going to do another search of his body for anything sharp.
I mean, there's the rabbits that he was planning on eating and feeding to the other ones.
Are they dead rabbits or are they alive rabbits?
Oh, they're dead rabbits.
They're dinner.
Okay, cool. I am taking the rabbits and I'm giving them to Lish.
Yay!
And then after I have made sure that he doesn't have any hidden knives on him and he is secured up on the stalactite so that we can keep an eye on him, Demir is going to go over back to where she was sleeping and just lie down. She is done.
How high off of the ground are you dangling him?
Oh no, he's gonna slide off and cack it.
Oh, buddy. I am going to tie him. I'm going to like tie him to one of the stalactites like right over here so that he'd have to go through us to get out, but also like hopefully high enough that like he'll make a clatter if he falls.
All right.
We could just put a bear trap underneath of him.
Now I have to find a fucking name for him. I hope he's happy.
It could just be something in Draconic that we can't say.
Levy can say it. Finally, the fact that I have Draconic as a language actually has a use, and this fucking happens.
Yeah, taking a hostage. Oh,
The gang takes hostages.
Okay. I have a name for him.
So yeah, I'm going to tie him up so that if he falls, he will make a clatter, but not high enough that he'll die upon impact. And then I am going to go.
Baby boy has 13 hit points. We'll see.
Yep, I'm going to go back over to my bedroll and I'm going to fall the fuck asleep.
He's currently at 9.
But you can sleep it off.
Lish will keep some kind of guard on him.
Okay.
Valk is also like set up, leaning against something, just directly staring at the my new charge.
Yep. Throughout the night, he keeps like trying to untie himself and wiggle, and he's, doing his thing. I'm rolling for him, don't worry. Is anyone else doing anything in the night?
Valk's tired.
Levy presumably has Erin and at some point possibly Toby if he just goes back to where he was, like bundled up with her and Lish. And she's just got her boys tucked under her with one arm each, and just like she's like, it's fucking bedtime, good night.
I think Lish might eventually get bored with being guard duty and will go over to Demir and go cuddle with her, still as Tiger.
Yeah, when Lish comes over, she just kind of lifts up an arm so that he can get cozied up, and then she'll...
It takes Aaron a minute to stop crying and go to bed, but he doesn't do anything else.
Okay. At about 3 a.m., the kobold succeeds in freeing himself, and he falls.
3 a.m. you
taking 4 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Does he howl at 3 a.m.?
Yes.
Important questions.
Except he's the kobold, so it comes out more like when he drops. He's still alive.
Is he all the way untied or just partially untied?
Like, partially, he untied himself enough to drop, but his wrists and legs are still...
It's
okay,
Volk's
do I wake up?
So...
I wake up. I just walk over, pick the kobold back up, and just start retying.
Okay.
Instead of tied to a stalactite, just tie it into a burrito and just kind of put it right by me and just kind of,
All right.
He's already a burrito. Now he's a double burrito. Oof.
Yep. Can we name him Crunchwrap Supreme?
Can we take our long rest now?
You take your long rest.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Okay. Or instead of Crunchwrap, can we call him Crunchtrap?
Crunchtrap!
Crunchy!
He's grungy. He's a crunchy little guy. He's scrungy.
I love this Blorbo. I want to send it straight to EBDB.
I'm very
Or I guess I'll give him more of a description. So he's got sort of a pattern to him. He, in his scales, he's sort of tan and he's tan and black.
Crunchy's a pretty boy.
Ooh, tan and black. That sounds so good.
He's like a little goth. He's a little goth guy.
In his scale pattern, that's the wrong die I rolled there. And his scale pattern is more spotted. So he's tan with black spots.
He's a little polka dot boy. I like him.
Okay.
Levy, when she wakes up for the morning, is going to extract herself from the fucked up little cuddle pile she managed to wrangle. And go over to where the Kobold's been tied up and quietly call up to him. I really just wanted to, in Draconic, I really just wanted to ask about anything we would have to worry about down here.
So you say this, and then you notice that the kobold has actually just fallen asleep. He kind of just gave up.
And he's just sound asleep.
Yeah.
In his
She's
little
gonna
burrito.
And then she's actually just gonna go start some fucking breakfast and make an extra little serving for their little captives, so she can try and like bribe him into talking.
Tamir just handing
And
out the last of her
once-
bread from the cave runners, like.
We made some rabbit stew.
Maybe with like travel jerky for everybody, and she actually takes the bread from Demir and she saves her portion for the kobold as a piece for bribery.
Yeah, the kobold eventually wakes up.
When Levy pulls herself out of the pile, Aaron just mumbles a little and rolls over to start snuggling Toby.
Why is he tired? He'll still sleep.
You tied his snout shut, so you know.
Oh yeah.
Levy's
So
gonna
Valk
kinda look to him.
unties and just hangs out with him and helps you feed him.
Okay, you kind of sit him up like like you're feeding a child, like you're holding him, like here comes the airplane. he's just.
Levy's actually going to untie the kobold's hands and put the food that she set aside for the kobold into its hands. So that it can just feed its dignity. A little dignity.
He's burritoed like this. Just,
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
That's fine. Oh, fuck me on this, Jerry. Jerry fucked me. That's a total of 6.
Let me. Lucky you, he rolled a 5. So he just starts like very suspiciously eating it.
She didn't do anything with it. It's just fucking travel rations and the bread that Demir handed out. Like, she's eating with it, and you know, when the kobold's done eating and stuff, she'll be like, she'll ask once again in Draconic, because she's like trying to be like as friendly as possible. She's gonna go, so do you have a name?
Yes, it's Crunchwrap Supreme.
Says in Draconic.
I do have a name.
She's gonna like blink a couple times and go, oh, well, my name is Levy. And she'll offer her name and be like, look at him expectantly.
Why do you capture me?
Okay, listen, I only wanted to ask you a couple of questions. I don't know why everybody else decided to hogtie you. I don't know everybody else's thing, but I just wanted to know there was a beholder here, and it was
That's
a really
our master.
Oh,
Not anymore.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. This is so fucking ridiculous. But Leafy's just kind of like, oh, well, okay. You might want to find a new one, but is there like a runner-up down here, or is there anything else dangerous down here that would be on par with a beholder? Because we would really like to know.
There are spiky things near the entrance that made metal and hurt my foot.
Yeah, sorry about that too.
Those are dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Are there any other large beasties down here? That's really all I wanted to know.
You are very large.
Thank you. That just seems like a compliment from a kobold. It's like with a 5-year-old. She has a little sibling, so she's just like, oh, okay. But anything else, maybe even larger, possibly even larger than Tobias over there, and she'll like point to the fucking 6'7" beanstalk of a man. Is there anything bigger than him down here?
Kind of points to one of the stalagmites.
Live things.
Kind of points to the corpse of the beholder in the corner.
Okay. Then, how about, does your foot still hurt? Are you still in pain?
I don't know.
He's kind of like gesturing to his tied up feet.
Okay, how about this? I'm going to untie you and you're not going to attack us because, is Lish still a fucking big cat? Because I think he still wants to, like, eat you.
I can't attack. You took all my things.
Okay, fair enough.
He looks very, like, salty. Like,
that's fair.
I built those.
Huh?
I built.
Oh, that's really, really cool. You did a good job. The scorpion on the stick was really good.
Where is it? Where did you put it?
Where did who put it?
Didn't Demir throw everything in the lake?
Demir threw everything in the lake.
I'm afraid my friend was a little careless with your things and they might be gone, but...
He misses the dead skunk in the bear trap when he kind of looks around.
She's gonna take, she still has her quarterstaff on her. She's gonna take that and she's gonna be like, I'm gonna untie you and we'll see if you're still hurt. And how about, and she's gonna switch to common now, and how about we send you on your way and I'll give you my cool stick. And you can take it back to all of your other little friends.
They're over there.
Gesturing at the pile of corpses.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get him a new place to be.
Those are my hatchmen.
Oh.
Maybe we
You
should
know,
go
Valkyrie
somewhere
wanted
near
him.
now.
You know, Valkyrie wanted him. Maybe he should take him.
Yeah, so Valk in just giant big lady just kind of squats down and goes, how about we find you somewhere new that's safe, that hasn't been destroyed by my friend over there?
Valk here she's a really nice lady, and she can be even scarier than the Beholder, so you'll be even safer with her.
I'll kind of side eyes you for a moment, but like whatever.
Can be when she wants to be.
Roll a persuasion check.
Just a straight persuasion check?
Or should it be an intimidation check since I'm standing right there?
Levy, persuasion, Valk, intimidation.
Oh dear God. Okay. Don't you fuck me, Jerry.
I have a benefit to this one.
Fucking damn it. 8.
I'm not any help here. I rolled a 1.
I'm casting Charm Person.
All right.
Demir's sitting here like
up cocked.
Charm Person.
Okay.
Did it go through?
Well, what's the...
Oh, Wisdom 16.
Rolls another 20.
Fucking...
Yeah, kobolds are not the wisest things. He got a 9.
I can't... Fucking... Awesome. He is now charmed by me. I think it would be a very good idea if you stick with the biggest, strongest person that you can find, which just so happens to be our friend Valkyrie here.
And she's really nice.
Yeah, I was the one that wanted to get the bear trap off you as opposed to feed you to Kitty over there.
She did save your life. You do owe her.
Will you give me more food?
Yes, you will be the fullest you've ever been in your life.
Okay.
And Levy's gonna still give the kobold her quarterstaff. And you can still have my cool stick.
Okay, so the quarterstaff is like twice his size.
That's fine.
Like, he can't really do much with it.
Val grabs and goes, "May I?" To Levy. Snap! Here you go, bud.
And he takes it and kind of just hits one of the stalagmites with it and nods.
I will have to find another scorpion.
Oh, I'm sure
I'll
you'll
help.
find plenty of scorpions.
They're hard to find in the snow.
We're going
Yes.
somewhere warm next.
Are there more scorpions there?
Yes, we will get you a very nice scorpion.
An even cooler scorpion.
One that does lots of poison.
He's been
Yes.
talking in common, by the way.
Oh, he understands us.
We tricked him into
Excellent.
speaking common.
He's just a little shit.
You know, Wait. Actually, would Levy know that the smaller scorpions are, the more poisonous they are? Or can she just pull that out of her ass?
Sure. Yeah.
I would argue
read
Demir
lots of
also
books.
knows
You're
that.
gonna- You would know about the kind of bugs you could find.
She's gonna be like, and you know, I actually have some advice for you on top of giving you my very cool stick. sticks now. You have 2 very cool sticks, and you can make them even cooler and even more deadly than the last stick you had by putting an even smaller scorpion on it, because the small ones have even worse poison in them.
I will have to find more slime too. I will find lots of things. We are going?
Well, I go into places with many dangerous things, and we can get you kitted out with anything your heart desires. I have a child, and I will fucking dote on him.
What do I call you?
Looking up at Valk.
You may address me as Valk due to the informal situation.
I am Sniv.
Nice to meet you, Sniv. I wanted him to be Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh no, we're renaming him Crunchwrap Supreme.
His nickname can be Crunch, so that way
Yeah, we
whenever
can call
he
you
introduces
Crunchy.
himself, he can go, "My name's Crunch."
Amazing.
Levy's going to like pat the kobold on the head like affectionately, and then like go about packing up her part of camp.
All right.
Work here is done.
Fucking amazing.
So, with that, we can call session.
Why?
Wait. So, real quick. I have one thing I want to do, which is Demir is going to go over to Sniv while her charm is still up. So he thinks that she's just the greatest person he has ever laid his little kobold eyes on. And Demir is going to point to the way that the kobold came in and just, is that an exit? Is it safe?
Oh yes, that goes outside to snow.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Did you want your rope back? Or can I keep
please. It? No, it's mine.
He's very disappointed.
Valk is just like, I have some rope I can share with you.
He needs rope to tie the scorpion to the stick. He can't go on without it.
Yeah, and to capture a skunk. He knows what he's about.
I am taking back that the rope. Thank you.
All right. So there we go.
We did great today, guys.
The thing is that we get through, like, we go through the cave, we get out back into the tundra. Valk straps Sniv to the front of her like a baby, and just like wings out, peace out, bye.
Are we going to quickly roleplay Valk ditching, or?
Yeah, we may as well if people have got time.
Yeah.
Well.
Question, did we want to just leave the remaining rooms alone in the tower?
I mean, there's like a magical dagger up there at least, up with the golem. Do we want to?
I think we have more than enough of our share.
We got a lot of shit.
Yeah, I was just asking out of character because I just remembered about that stuff. But if I found it, whatever.
I could come back for one last game to clear out up above if we wanted to.
Demir doesn't want to go back. She just wants to get out of here.
Just a dagger and a golem up there, I think.
Honestly, same.
And a golem to murder us.
It's not worth it. Whoever else finds this place can deal with it later.
Okay,
we
so
can say goodbye to Volk.
Yeah.
anyway, I appreciate all your guys' assistance in procuring this object that needs to be secured. I am going to take care of that. And since you assisted me in procuring that, I am more than happy to assist you guys in your endeavors when you need an extra hand. If you can't reach me directly, you can always contact Master Whistling Torrent. And he would know how to get a hold of me since, issues happen. Remember, I'm only human, and thus would take time to get to you guys, but I am more than happy to aid you at future endeavors. I would like to apologize for being a little extra there for a moment. And
it's nothing. That none of us like half of us has done it similar before. It's fine.
but I appreciate all your guys' kind words and hope to see you again.
Wait, Demir is going to go over to Valkyrie and kind of reach up and like she's brushing her hand through her hair, but she's going to take a feather so I can find you again.
Makes sense.
Levy's gonna come up right before Volk takes off and kind of open her arms and go for a hug.
A very awkward pat hug.
And she'll say, "For the record, I think you're really lovely. This and all."
Aaron, Ascending is gonna pipe up. I would give a lot to look like you. Safe flight.
Valk is just, okay.
What a
Bye,
thing
you guys.
to say.
At which point, she scoops up Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh wait, Tobias wants to tell her to take care of herself. And that he hopes
Go
he
on.
sees her again.
Thank you, Toby. Anyway, so I scoop up Crunchwrap Supreme.
You
Say
put him
thank
in a
you
baby
all.
Bjorn you've been wearing this whole time.
Just baby Bjorn. My kobold. Hawk is having mic issues and is typing a potential farewell, so I'll let that happen. Also, as an aside to Aaron, I'll ask around my people with the churches and see if they know anything about helping you with your predicament while I'm out and about.
I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Gotta stick together.
And he'll wink with one eye and just flash the other one real bright.
Okay, Hawk says goodbye to... Yes, I'm glad to see you again today. Stay safe. And remember that we aren't monsters. None of us are. It is by our actions that we are heroes or we are monsters. And thus, we must make our decisions. I appreciated my time with all you guys and hope to see you on a brighter day. At which point, she kind of does a little salute and just wings and poof, poof, out. And you see Hawk flap into the distance.
Bye. All right. Thank you guys for playing today. Thank you for joining us. Vol.
It was an absolute pleasure, and I enjoyed being here.
Yeah, we'll have you again
Thanks for
sometime.
joining you. This has been really
Definitely.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
You
I was
and your
happy
new
to bring
son.
down the IQ of the groom with the Crunchwrap Supreme fiasco.
I love him so much. You've got yourself a child now. Congratulations.
I should have just eaten him.
And thank you to our lovely DM for a wonderful dungeon.
Yes.
And putting up with whatever the fuck just happened today.
Yeah. An extra thank you.
Well, congrats on your new
Chaos.
son.
Go out to get a cursed magical artifact. Acquire a son.
Isn't that how it always is?
Sometimes it's the son you find along the way, isn't it?
Truly the real treasure here.
Quotes, Crunchwrap Supreme.
Well, thanks for playing, guys.
Thank
We'll,
you.
You for
We'll see
setting up absolute chaos
you
today.
next time.
Okay, bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.